McGregor did. It's really a trick. He gets these people to box with him. They have no business boxing with him, and he's making millions and millions of dollars doing this way after his competitive career is over. He needs that money. That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
Again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
Because everything that he says is about money. There's nothing else. There's no values. There's no...
Floyd Mayweather never backed down when the pressure exploded, questioning the truth behind those massive claims about owning $42 million across 60 buildings, while the flashy numbers surrounding Floyd Mayweather kept getting crushed by trusted voices exposing a story many believe was massively exaggerated. Despite the image of a powerful financial empire, the reality behind Mayweather now looks more like a collapsing illusion built from empty hype, fake status, and broken promises.
Well, Floyd is just piecing him up. Boxed up by literally the greatest boxer of all time. Floyd was just boxing him up, which is what he does. So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody, and he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him. It doesn't even hurt his record. Also, money. He needs that money. That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's not that expensive though, but
he's only 46. But he does this with everything, man. He's got $1 million watches.
I don't think he buys every pair.
You think they give them to him?
Yeah, because then you get a video like that.
Right. That's smart.
And then you get Floyd's Air Force Ones given away for charity. That's a tax write-off. And all sorts of things that goes into
Yeah, you
that.
got a good point. But those $1 million watches, they're not giving you those.
As seen through his evolution, Floyd Mayweather transformed from an electrifying boxing warrior into Money Mayweather, while Joe Rogan revealed how Floyd slowly stopped chasing the true thrill of boxing and instead became consumed by money, fame, and constant disrespect toward the fighters standing across from him.
Floyd went from being like a really exciting pressure fighter and he had a bunch of hand problems to like Money Mayweather, start talking, just boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's great.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all delusional.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit, and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my f***ing jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed, like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but when I'll show you, when I'll show up, I bring out the big boy, and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you hate him.
Joe Rogan also made it clear that Floyd Mayweather is remembered not only for his boxing greatness but even more for the unbelievable money surrounding his name. While despite becoming one of the most famous fighters in history, Rogan openly criticized the idea of Floyd stepping into MMA, warning that he would get completely destroyed in that world, exposing how many respected voices still question his adaptability and real fighting ability outside the boxing ring.
Floyd Mayweather applying for MMA license wants 6 to 8 months to train. He's screwed. First of all, they should give him everything they can get their greasy paws on to get him to fight Conor in an MMA fight.
You'd be screwed.
It's not just getting screwed. Like someone said it should be a 1,000 to 1. That's not high enough. It's not high enough. If Conor McGregor was going to fight Floyd Mayweather in MMA, it is as close to 100% as anything ever gets ever. He's probably going to punch Conor in the face a couple of times. It's probably going to suck, but Conor's going to get a hold of him. And then he's going to be like a baby. And if that doesn't happen, he'll kick Floyd's legs out from under him. He'll kick his legs sideways. He'll kick them from the outside. He'll kick them from the inside. He'll stay way the way from any sort of a range where Floyd can punch him. It'll be a completely alien range for Floyd.
In another explosive moment, Joe Rogan highlighted the insane powers surrounding Floyd Mayweather by revealing the story of how Mayweather allegedly removed a referee right in the middle of a fight, while Rogan stressed that only someone operating at the absolute peak of boxing fame, influence, and financial control could ever pull off something that massive, proving once again how deeply Floyd's money and status dominate every corner of his career.
The referee said Floyd Mayweather hit him behind the head. So Floyd fired the referee in the middle of the bout. Floyd throws this punch, and he's 100% correct. The punch landed the side of the head. It's a right hook. It's a perfect punch. And the referee was saying, watch the back of the head. He's like, what the f*** are you talking about? And so he kicks the guy out, and they bring in a different referee who finishes the fight. It was insane.
According to Joe Rogan, the unmatched competitive fire inside Floyd Mayweather was forged through his upbringing, as both his father and uncle pushed him to dominate everything around him, shaping Floyd into the relentless fighter who ruled boxing during his prime, while that same obsession with winning now appears to fuel the way he chases business power, fame, and massive wealth outside the ring.
Just look at boxing in terms of like how often you get hit versus how often do you hit the other guy. He's the best ever. The way him and his uncle and his father talk, I imagine they were always super competitive from the time they were young.
Yeah.
Like he grew up being they're super competitive. They're competitive about talking shit. They're competitive about all kinds of things. So it's like that hive, like growing up with that all the time, and the boxing skill.
Floyd Mayweather once claimed he pulls in $3 million every single month, pushing the image that he earns even more than Bill Gates. While those massive statements may shock fans, many people familiar with boxing paydays and pay-per-view realities see the claims as pure fantasy rather than fact, as experts continue dismissing those numbers, arguing they simply do not add up in the real world.
Floyd Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes what did he say, 300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240. And I know I'm 5'8" and a half and 240. So there you go. There's no way. There's that. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there you go.
Floyd Mayweather has always made it clear that money stands at the center of his entire world, as he openly says he wants his children to follow the same path and build the same business empire, while his biggest mission remains creating generational wealth. Yet that same mindset has also turned Floyd into a massive target for critics who believe his obsession with cash now matters more than character, respect, and legacy.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. I told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that. And then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same thing.
Despite the enormous fortune attached to Floyd Mayweather, countless reports and accusations still surround his name, claiming he owes money to fighters and former business allies. While one of the most explosive controversies came from rapper 50 Cent, who alleged that Floyd took $2 million from him during the period Mayweather was locked behind bars after trusting 50 Cent to manage his promotion company, only for 50 to later claim that once Floyd returned home he completely denied knowing anything about the arrangement or the money involved.
We brought them over. I brought him over while Floyd was, still incarcerated.
Yeah.
Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things. And I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you'd already invested.
Yeah. Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail, right? So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when, but see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. Right. So I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants to, to give me the other half of it? Why I gotta ask you for it?
Right.
And then when he,
are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was, invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes, when he finally does bring up the actual the situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell y'all to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Oh man.
And I'm looking at him, and he looked in my face and he told me to do that.
50 Cent did not stop with just one accusation as he later exposed claims that many people inside Floyd Mayweather's own circle secretly dislike him, while according to 50 Cent the boxing superstar is completely obsessed with money, fame and status, lacking the basic values that earn genuine respect, as he alleged that Floyd constantly flexes his wealth and lifestyle so aggressively that for many people it becomes impossible to admire him beyond what he accomplished inside the boxing ring.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah. That's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money.
All that money?
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money is gone. Trust me. Now it's like, if you call him, he'll be at your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Do you think he'll step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
Floyd Mayweather's financial controversies did not stop there, as Logan Paul also stepped forward claiming that Floyd still owes him money following their massive exhibition fight despite the worldwide attention and millions generated from the event, while Logan Paul alleged he was never fully paid, adding even more fuel to the growing image of Floyd, pushing his money-driven mindset to levels many critics now view as deeply controversial.
Why fight Logan Paul?
Name another boxer besides myself that's more famous than Logan Paul.
Tyson Fury?
What? I want you to look up Tyson Fury, how many followers, and look up how many followers Logan Paul has.
Logan Paul, 56 million. Tyson Fury, 4 million.
So 50 compared to 4 something. I can fight a fighter right now, guarantee myself 35 million. Or me and Logan Paul can go out and entertain and have fun and make 100 million or more. So if you were me, you gotta look at 35 million for 12 rounds and 100 for 6 rounds. Big difference.
Oscar de la Hoya also weighed in on the situation, arguing that Floyd Mayweather still appears hungry for more money, which may explain why he keeps returning for occasional fights, while de la Hoya warned that many legendary boxers eventually lose their fortunes because of extreme spending habits, and with Floyd living a non-stop luxury lifestyle filled with exotic cars, expensive fashion, private jets and endless displays of wealth, those concerns continue gaining serious attention from critics. And
Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
Floyd Mayweather has made headlines many times through his extravagant spending, including a watch reportedly worth $18 million, while also claiming to own hundreds more luxury pieces valued at massive prices. As these flashy displays continue attracting attention, they also raise serious questions about whether such extreme spending can truly last long-term, even for someone with wealth like Floyd's.
How much is it?
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane. That
1.8 is high. 18 life.
That happy birthday, champ. That's how we doing. 1 point. That is sick, dude.
But you gotta show him what he's saying.
Money green.
No, hold on. This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. 1 of 1 piece.
One of one.
Money team. Can we see it on him? Yes, sir.
That 1 of 1.
$1.8 million.
I think it's a 1 of 1. I love that.
Joe Rogan was among the loudest voices claiming the fight between Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor was nothing more than a giant money grab, as Floyd came out of retirement for a reported $100 million payday, turning another massive wave of fame, attention and controversy into pure financial victory inside the ring.
Okay, so your new contract, you wanted no extensions. That's one thing.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Okay. What was one of them? The ability to box?
One of them was the ability to box. They said that wasn't an option. Boxing is dead. It's not possible. This and that.
Now, what does that feel like to you, knowing that Conor McGregor did it and fought Floyd Mayweather and made $100 million?
Yes, gentlemen, let's do this.
A bitch, nigga, that's that shit I don't like. Nah. Sneak designs, that's that shit I don't like.
Floyd Mayweather has never hidden his obsession with bragging, constantly claiming that no boxer in history has achieved what he accomplished. While his confidence remains undeniable, his non-stop comparisons and self-promotion continue fueling his massive brand while also attracting heavy skepticism, criticism, and backlash from fans and critics alike.
Well, I think I'm separated now. You know, I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions, you know, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era, and this is my era. I had a tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my records.
Floyd Mayweather fought Logan Paul for a massive payday, yet later criticized Mike Tyson for stepping into the ring against Jake Paul at his age, while fans and critics quickly called out the hypocrisy, arguing that Floyd supports money fights when they benefit him but attacks others for doing the exact same thing.
You watch something like Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, what is your reaction?
When you watching boxing for free, you can have millions and millions and millions of views. But when you're watching Floyd Mayweather, you have to pay. I think WWE is good for Logan.
And Jake Paul?
Easy. At 48, too easy.
Mike Tyson has also made his feelings toward Floyd Mayweather clear, admitting that he dislikes how Floyd continues constantly showing off his wealth and lifestyle despite already being retired from the sport and having nothing left to prove inside the ring. He's been driven by business and money from the very beginning of his career, yet the methods he used to build that massive wealth continue raising ethical questions as accusations surrounding unpaid dues, exaggerated earnings, and controversial deals make many critics believe Floyd's version of success often feels built more on illusion and image than true integrity.
Floyd Mayweather is the most successful boxer in history with a 50-0 record, and one of the wealthiest athletes of all time with $1 billion in earnings. But I bet you didn't know it all started with a $750,000 bet on himself. Here's the wild story. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather was 10 years into his boxing career and earning over $5 million per fight. At the time, Mayweather was signed to Bob Arum's Top Rank boxing promotion, a partnership which saw Arum get 25% of Mayweather's fight purse. But Mayweather wanted more, and in 2006, he turned down $8 million to fight Antonio Margarita and said he deserved $20 million to fight Oscar de la Hoya. Arum wasn't happy and wouldn't pay up, so Mayweather paid the $750,000 exit fee in his contract to leave Top Rank. Mayweather then went on to promote his own fights, earning a percentage of every ticket, hot dog, and beer sold at the event, and most importantly, all pay-per-views sold. And just 1 year later in 2007, after leaving Top Rank, Mayweather made $25 million for his win against Oscar de la Hoya. Now that's what happens when you bet on yourself.
That is it for today's video. Stay locked in until next time.